Addition and subtraction of polynomials. Polynomials. All right, so intro to polynomials. Let's see how many times I can say polynomials. Oh my gosh, it's in here a lot. Ooh, boy. All right, polynomials. A polynomial in one variable x is defined as a single term or a sum of terms in the form of ax to the n, where a is a real number and the exponent n is a non-negative integer. Remember, an integer is a positive or negative whole number. No decimals, no fractions. So in this case, since it says non-negative integer, basically, remember, we mean the natural numbers. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 11,921,000. Yeah, so no decimals, no fractions, and has to be positive. The a in the a times x to the n is called the coefficient. And n is called the degree of the term. We'll talk about degrees more later on when we get into the college algebra thing of things. But anyways, the degree, if you're looking at a string of numbers like this example here, the variable is c. The coefficients respectively are 8, -10, 8, and -1. But what we would call the degree of this is a 5. We get more into this in chapter 3. So if you want to look in the syllabus exactly when we're covering polynomials in college algebra, you can do that. But this is what we call degree 5. I am going to leave you a little bit in the dark about exactly why we care about degrees. Just because I don't want to overload you with information that you don't need until a little bit later. But just remember, degree is a word where we are going to talk about later. All right, sorry, took a sip. A monomial is a polynomial that has one term. If you think of it like a monorail, have you ever heard of a monorail? Oh, it always reminds you of Disney World because they have monorails. What? Mono, one rail, monorail. Okay, monomial, one term, just like a single expression. Binomial, bi, right? Bicycle, two, right? So binomial, there's two terms. Trinomial, triangle, tricycle. Triangle has 3 sides. A tricycle has 3 wheels, right? 3 terms. The term with the highest degree is called the leading term, and its coefficient is called the leading coefficient. So if we look down here at example 1, the leading term would be -10c, so the 5th, because it has the highest exponent, and then you just look at the number that's attached to it. Bingo, bango, you're done. Again, the degree of the polynomial is the greatest degree of all of its terms, so you look basically for the largest exponent, you're done. So this is, again, a degree 5. I'm here. If a polynomial has more than one variable, the degree of a term is the sum of the exponents of the variables contained in the term. The terms of a polynomial are usually written in descending order according to degree. So what that means is if you have more than one variable, so for example, like 3 right here, you've got a variable a, b, and c, okay? Then here, it's the sum of the exponents of the variables contained in the term. Then we would call this a degree of 2 plus 3 plus 1, which is 6, okay? So this would be a degree 6, whereas we've talked about already, for 1, this is a degree 5, because what's the difference? One variable across the board, all C's, 3 different variables across the board. Hopefully you see the difference. If not, write it down, ask me your question in an email, see me in office hours, class, whatever. I want to answer any questions you have. Just get a hold of me somehow. Okay, so we're going to write this in descending order. So that means, you know, largest number to smallest number. So I've got -10c to the 5th plus 8c squared minus c cubed and then plus 8. Because the plus 8 technically has a c to the 0. But what's anything to the 0? 1. So we don't write it, right? Because, you know, like I've said before, laziness. Why do I want to write that if I don't have to? I know. So there you go. That's it. Ta-da! Hopefully you thought that was easy. Oh, you couldn't see that 3. My bad. Sorry. Now you see it.